Okay, so theoretically I'm almost on a private road. So this is the road, this is why you want front end lift. Now, as you see on the display right over here, see how I've got the front up at the moment? This is a godsend. So basically you'll see the car, hopefully you'll see the car. If I could do a drop it down, right, so it says vehicle lowering. See how the car's going down? I'm trying to hold this steady. Right, so if I did that, I would be in a bit of trouble because these things, whilst they're not the lowest car I've ever seen, they're definitely, yeah. By the way, can you see the heads up display there? It's sort of flashing a little bit, but it's brilliant because it doesn't flash it actually. Anyway, so basically here we go. Here the vehicle raising, brings it up. You get a good 2 inches raise out of that. Now, if there was a button on the human body to get an extra 2 inches, us males, anyway. So let's just get back to the car. This is my first drive, and this video is only because Sam was coming down this way, and I said, Sam, wait up there and let me come up because, you know, the dust. And she said, no, it'll be right. And she was right. The dust was all going the other direction with the wind today, so dust was going over that way, so that was good. And yeah, so hang on, I'll put this in park for a second. These are my first impressions of the Corvette, the C8 Corvette. I am in love, seriously. I gotta be honest. A lot of cars that I buy and I enjoy, sure, you know, but I don't really get the ultimate feeling of, oh my God, that's just fantastic. Well, we have definitely got an, oh my God, that's fantastic. Just trying to see if I get the angle right to see that heads-up display. The heads-up display looks like it's way past the bonnet, the way they do their 3D graphics. It's amazing, but you're not really seeing it on here very well. It's flashing, but it's not flashing, but anyway. But yeah, look, this is just terrific. I mean, these seats are the most comfortable seats for race seats, GT2 seats. You always got to be a bit careful because these bits here, the bolsters, can be a little bit aggravating, and they're all vented for the heating and cooling. But no, these seats were perfect. My GT4 seats, I'm just going to be very honest, they are a lot harder. They're not even the racing seats in the GT4. They have another seat that can be a lot harder. So this was really great because I'm not getting any younger, and the competition seats were just too hard for me in the Corvettes. Okay, so I mean, we'll probably go through a bit more about what this does, but in a later video. But I just wanted to do something. This is my first drive. I just want to say, hey, it works. Number one, if you're watching Graham, who I bought the car from, you're right, it works, which is good. And I mean, some of the features that are just so super cool, like the mirror, that's the digital mirror. So have a look at the blind spots, and have a look at the vision if you didn't have the digital mirror. You're literally not seeing a lot there. Where you go to the digital mirror and you are opening it up, and it is brilliant. Now, the bad news when you take the roof off here, which is beautiful, this roof, look at this, all the seams, and by the way, I love the white stitching in this. I think orange stitching would have been too much. I don't think they offer it in orange anyway, but this has got the 14 speaker Bose system. That I can't play it because I'll get a copyright problem, but it is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal, really is. And features, I mean, they did do things differently, but you know, I like this. It's funny, if you didn't like this, well, you're stuck with it, but I honestly like this. This is all the passenger controls, driver controls. I hope I got that right. I think I'm right. And you can sync the two together. All your air conditioning controls, fan controls, direction of your heating, cooling, etc., rear demist, which you don't really need with the digital mirror so much, you know, sort of, and all your seats, etc. So basically, and your seats here for the driver. So the way I can test if that's the driver's there is I would just go, all right, well, let's put the fan on there. Oh yeah, that's my seat doing that. And you can go to heated seats here, and you can level, you can have your different levels of heat coming through your seat. But that's, yes, definitely the, I'll leave that on for the moment. And of course, all your climate control, which then says on the screen, and you can see how it all just changed. Got a bit noisier in here to get it cooled down, but we've got a reasonably good day today, so that can be back to 22 degrees and quite nice. Then you've got your mode here where you can, it looks like a little sort of mouse pad, but your hand just sits on it, and then you can set up your sport mode. you can set up, and while you're changing, I'll do two things. I'll go, so there's track mode, and track mode you can independently change your steering. So and just so you know, yeah, it wants me to go to the Z mode. Yep. Okay, so and Z mode is like, if you have a listen to the car, it's not that loud at the moment. Go to Z mode, it just opens it up and opens up those butterflies, etc. But yeah, so your steering is actually, when you go there, is actually very firm. It's quite firm. And when you bring your steering back there, the touring, yeah, it's very light, you know, and etc, etc. I've just left it in the middle for now. Engine sound, yeah, well, you know, actually that's the, sorry, stealth. Have a look at this. Now, opening it up. Oh yeah, massive difference, massive difference. But yeah, anyway, you get the idea. So basically, as I change these screens here, over here, it does a few little interesting things too, and basically takes you into different, to tell you what mode you're in, and you know, obviously trip computers and things, and for touring. This one here, you know, showing your tyre pressures, etc, etc, and status of the tyres being cool, but yeah, so as I'm doing this, the other screen's, you know, making changes as well. So it's, yeah, it's quite novel. But yes, the one that everybody loves is the fact that you can just basically get the car out on the road, hit Z mode, everything just changes, and you get exactly the setup that you want straight away. I could go through 100 different things that are on this car that, you know, I'm going to miss right now. But as you can see, there's a lot to be very, very, you know, sort of excited about, and just going to show you actually how the drinks thing works there. That's quite neat. A lot of design's gone into this. It's but behind here you've got a spot where you can just chuck the phone and it wirelessly charges in that spot, and there you go. 30th, I'll be right, Corvette 70th anniversary. You know, and getting a 70th anniversary, there's nothing wrong with that, that's for sure. It's a I was just noticing this was unclicked here, shouldn't have been. Yeah, so I like the idea of the 70th anniversary. Look, I'm a bit of a, you know, like I bought an IC 7850 because it was one of 150, number 119, blah, blah, blah. I do these sort of things and I do enjoy it. Oh, the other thing too, so there's a button here. There's a million buttons, but look at your cameras. So I'm basically looking at 2 front cameras, 1 rear, and having a bit of a look at how that all sort of runs, etc, etc. And is that my neighbour coming up? It could well be. It is. Well guys, you've seen a bit here. I better say good day to my neighbour. So actually I'll get out and do that, and just while I'm still running this video, I suppose. What the heck. And hello Paul. But yeah, and obviously the dirt road is a little bit of a frustration, no question about that, but it is certainly wonderful. Let me say hello to my neighbour. And there goes Paul. Here's my neighbour. I didn't put him on video for a reason. Country folk are a little bit different to us city folk who just, you know, show off everything we bloody do. By the way, here's the difference. So basically that comes down 2 inches when that lift kit is dropped down, and as you can see from the front here, that gives you a lot of distance off the road. I mean, my 4-wheel drive is about that sort of height, so you know, that's really brilliant. So there you go. But yeah, this is a really cool looking toy. I mean, obviously I'm going to end up having to clean it a lot more on this road coming in, and yes, we do want to keep talking to the council, trying to get the Shire to, you know, give us a bitumen road in, and that would be so nice. And I was just talking to my neighbour about that then, you know, that you know, it'd be so good. But anyway, and we do offer them money, by the way, to try and get them to, you know, play ball, but no luck so far. Anyway, we'll see. And there you go. That's the Corvette Z51 package. You see them carrying on about. So you know, all updated brakes, suspension, etc. I suppose the other thing that's worth mentioning is where is my keys? Can't do much without those. Show you. Oh, here it is. All right, so my pocket. There's the key fob. Oops, key fob there. And basically, you know, if you want to open the back, yep, So these have an electric latch on them, etc. And there you go. Oh, that's clever. That should turn my car off. And see, this is the magnetic ride suspension options, etc. on these things. Actually, we've got a project on. We're going to do this cover probably in that red there, to be honest. It's like a torch red. It's not a torch red, actually. I think it's a different red. But we're going to do it in like the same red. And then Sam's going to do the Corvette logo. There was a lovely young girl that did the Corvette logo on one in the US. And we're going to undercoat it all, then basically do a bit of a 2-pack and a few clear coats. And hopefully that comes up pretty well. By the way, look at this. This is how new this car is. This booklet's never been opened. This is the cover that they give you. This is this is the note from. I won't put the name there. Sorry. Thank you for choosing a Corvette. It says here something about, we know you. Yeah, the wait time has been tough. Well, I'm one of those people, but I didn't quite do it the way that the standard person does. It took me longer. And yeah, a lot of people are sort of anodizing like these parts here into orange, let's say, and that you can really create your own sort of back section and really make it, you know, look super cool. But I've got a few plans, but they may change as I learn more. Have a look at this. Oh, sorry. Yeah, see how that electric motor grabs it? And then you go Corvette 70th anniversary, 1953 to 2023. And I do own one of the C1s that's in that 1953 to 1962 category, of course. And there's your back camera, by the way, that's becomes your rear vision mirror. Equally, you've got 2 more cameras, which I was just sort of getting into those when Paul turned up, but that's okay. But there's 2 more cameras sitting in the front there. So you really can't get this wrong. It's pretty good. All right, there's a truck coming down the road here, bus coming down the road. If that truck's coming up my road, we're in deep shit. I don't think it is, but I better get moving if that's the case. Don't think it is. Actually, I know it's not. All right, good. I was just going to alley-oop very fast then, but no, he's going over into the yards over there, so that's all cool. Anyway, so what's Brenton's suggestion? Brenton's suggestion for the day is, if you move to the country, you need something that can be hardy and bush bash and really get through, you know, these sort of roads. Well, this is it. The C8 Corvette is your new 4-wheel drive. Obviously, you know, with the front end lift, all I have to do is get the back front end lift on, get some really big chunky 4-wheel drive tires on it, maybe some big, you know, huge solid wheels, and you know, we'll get another few inches off the ground to give it the real. So we could turn this. Well, there's a Lambo that who did that? Think. In the UK, I can't think of his name. He's always got Mark someone. He's got 64, always 64 on his cars. Anyway, he turned his Lambo into a 4-wheel drive basically, and it's lifted off the ground. It's got big lights on the top and bull bars and just about, not bull bars to be fair. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, I don't think we'll be doing that. But look, you know, just to show you that even with, you know, as bad a conditions as this is, and obviously we wouldn't take this out in the wet on, you know, the road coming into the property. And for those that haven't been here, our property is just up the road there. So we're probably, I used to say it's 800 metres, but I reckon it's longer. It's probably about 1.2, 1.3 kilometres up from, you know, the start of Hogan through. I have to measure it actually and just find out. And then of course we've got a little bit of dirt getting off Colston Road there. But a lot of you have been here. A lot of you have seen the, you know, the situation that we're in. Now, we love living here. And I doubt that, you know, that's going to change. So you've got to adapt if you want to have the things in life. Sometimes, I get it, you know, it's not ideal. I get it. I'm really not going to try and convince you that, you know, you should say this is ideal. Oh, I think I've got to put my seatbelt on. No, I don't. Oh, that's good. Oh, all right. Okay, vehicle raising again. Now, that's the other thing. I set in the GPS, this thing's going to keep doing this unless I put the seatbelt on. Hang on. Hang on, I'll just put that on. Should be legal, shouldn't I? Should be legal, then I'm on this dirt road with my camera in my hand. Although I haven't started to move yet. And to be very fair, I won't. I'll just sit here for a second. But that's put the front back up there. You can always see that the front's up or down based on your little indicator there. But yeah, look, I don't think you should ever have to go without in life. Oh, there you go. You can see the You sort of see the heads up. If I go to Z mode, it'll bring up the whole lot. Yeah, that should, anyway. So there you go, back to Z mode, back to Z mode. Guys, yeah, don't ever not experience life. Life's too short. Don't ever, not do something like this. For these are the things that you should do in life. Just enjoy. Just don't hold back. Don't, I could name a number of people who said to me, "What are you doing? You're stupid." Blah blah blah. And I don't know. Maybe it's not the move for everybody. But if you've got a goal in mind and you've got a dream, and owning a C8 Corvette, I've wanted one since 2020. It's taken a while to make the dream happen, but it can happen. So just work hard, and it will sort of come in time. All right. Well, I'm not going to drive while I'm got the phone in my hand. So let me say cheerio, and I'm in Z mode. Oh yeah. When we take this roof off, I think that's when you're going to really hear that noise. Like if I open the windows, let's have a look. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. All right. Definitely sounds good. All right, guys. All the best, and thanks for having a look at my little start of an experience that I think is going to be a lot of fun. All the best. Cheers, guys.